Are you looking for an all-electric crossover, possibly SUV? The market is filled today with a variety of crossovers and SUVs that are both electrified and internal combustion engined. Now, Toyota's offering is pretty limited in the electrified side. They offer the bZ4X. Now, Lexus offers one, and Subaru also offers one, both built on the same platform. So let's take a look on this episode of The Real DC Car Guy. Hey there, it's William West Hopper from The Real DC Car Guy. And today we are testing out the 2023 Toyota bZ4X. This is Toyota's all-electric crossover SUV. Crossover because this one is a front-wheel drive. This is in limited trim, so let's take a look at it. So the name, bZ4X. What does that stand for? B for battery, Z for sports car, X for all-wheel drive? Well, actually, none of those. BZ is Toyota's beyond zero emission, not battery. 4 because it is a small SUV like the RAV4, and X because it is in the crossover family. And this is their first all-electric crossover SUV. So let's take the bZ4X out for a drive. The interior is very nice in this vehicle. There's a nice fabric finish here, which looks great over here. It might be a little much there. A lot of hard plastic. I gotta say, I'm not really thrilled about all the hard plastic. Big center screen, which is fine with a map and other controls here. 2 vents here. There are some hard switches here, but pretty much everything is touch screens on there. There are hard switches down here as well. Parking brake, auto hold, brake hold, which is great in heavy traffic. There is also regenerative boost here. Eco mode, there's view for the camera so you can get to see what's around your car right now. Like most Toyota vehicles, it sort of blends out the vehicle itself. So that's what's going on around the vehicle. Snow mode and also traction control off here. All right, the gear shift's a little different than we're used to. It is a round hockey puck, but it's not a push-pull. It's a push-down and then turn to the right to go drive. So we'll take it for a drive. Let's go. Now, by turning the air conditioning on, we go from 250-mile range down to 203. That's 40-some-odd miles off, or 50-some-odd miles off the range just to run the heating and air conditioning. This is a very solid-feeling vehicle. When you turn, you feel very planted in the vehicle. Now, one of the complaints that I do have is that I don't think the seats are that comfortable. And honestly, in most Toyota vehicles that I've been in, seats have not been as comfortable as they could be. Visibility is very good. You've got really large external mirrors on the side doors, which are good. Give you a big view of the background. Good internal rear view mirror. This is not a camera mirror. This is just a regular mirror. Though you do have control of cameras here, which will show up on that display there. So I feel very comfortable driving this vehicle. It feels very solid on the road. It feels planted. It's got good weight balance to it. But remember, it is a battery vehicle, and the battery is down low, and that weighs weight, that has weight to it. So it means that it feels a little bit more planted. But this is probably one of the more planted electric vehicles that I've driven because of that weight distribution. the ride is rough and it's a little noisy, but it does track very, very well. You feel the car feels smaller than it is. It feels like a little slot car when you're driving it. Now it does have a sunshade, but it does not have an operable, openable sunroof, and it does have a glass roof on the vehicle. And the sunshade is a solid piece of fabric, so it's not just a thin screen, which is nice. You get the light in, and you can push the shade closed to take the light back out, but you can't open it up for fresh air. So the front seat area of the bZ4X is comfortable. It's like any mid-size SUV, be it a RAV4 or any other Toyota vehicle. Interesting to see how the dashboard and the steering wheel column work together, kind of in the new Prius way, but certainly very Toyota-esque. Nice big screen here. Now this touch screen, I've got to say, it's kind of hard. You got to reach over here to hit some buttons every once in a while, so there is a lot. I found I was somewhat distracted by driving by having to use the touch screen. The 256-mile range that we get on the battery has been fine, though I think it's a little low for a car of this size. It could be a little bit better. I think that's going to change as battery technology improves for sure, and Toyota's working on that. The little holder here, which is nice to put your phone in so your phone can charge if you have wireless charging. It also has a kind of a somewhat clear, or I should say ventilated look there, so you can see when your phone lights up. But it's very hard to leave your phone here charging and follow Waze or anything else, so you really do need to put that down to shut that. 2 cup holders here, and it took me a while to get into here to find a storage area. Nice big storage area with a big area below that they've got their manuals in, so there's a big area there. There's also a nice big area down here to put maybe your purse or something. USB-C down here, USB-C here, and a 12-volt outlet right there. And yes, there is a USB-A up here. One of the things that is a little different here is it does have a left front fender access to the charging port, and you have your 2 charging ports here. You have your 1772 and the DC fast charge. You've got the 2 spots, but if you're just doing the regular level 2 charger, level 1 charger right there. Very simple, and it does stay locked unless the car is unlocked, even after the vehicle is charged. So charging the vehicle, pretty simple. Open the charge port, open that. Since this is just a level 2 charge that we've got here, you can see right there, a Volta. So plug it in, and then you'll see inside that the car will tell us pretty quickly. So it does say the charging is happening. Good, 4 hours and 50 minutes on a level 2. It'll also start to go green once it starts charging. There, see the green there. The back seat is very comfortable, and there's plenty of room in here. This is the thing that I'm most impressed with, is that this has the room that, you know, basically a RAV4 would have in it, because basically it is a RAV4, it's just electrified. There is a pull-down armrest with 2 cup holders, no hooks in there, just kind of spots for it. There's a place to put your phone. I think you could just easily, if you had your phone, you could just kind of stick it in there. There's no pull down here, so you couldn't like put a ski pass through or anything, but not that you'd really need it, I don't think. So the back seat does have heated rear seats, both left and rear outboard. USB 2 USB-C outlets here, and air controllers with a switch on and off, but that's pretty much it. There's handles here, 2, count them, 2 clothing hook racks here, and yes, there are map pockets, which are kind of rare these days. So the rear seats, so this side, I'd say it's probably a 70-30 fold down. This is the 30, and this is the 70 over here. So you know, there's there's plenty of opportunity to do stuff for things. I like the fact that the larger side fold down is on the right side, so if you really do have to put something long in, you can push the right front seat up and get something long in here. Welcome to Washington, D.C.'s traffic. This is classic late afternoon during the week Beltway traffic. It's quieter on the road now. It really does depend on your road surface, what your tires are sounding like. With these harder electric vehicle tires, you do get a little bit more road noise, but in general it's a pretty quiet vehicle. EVs are really perfect for high traffic areas because you're not running a gasoline engine, and you can put it on auto hold and the regenerative braking, which makes it a little bit easier to move forward. And you're really not using any power other than when you use your air conditioning or your HVAC.
Welcome to Maryland.
That's nice that it tells you when you've changed state jurisdictions. The real key to any crossover or SUV is cargo space. And how do you get to that cargo space? Pretty much like you would get in any vehicle. Reach under here and hit the little button. Is an electric opening cargo door. You've got all the space back here for the variety of things that you might be carrying. I have my toolkit right now. But plenty of space back here. I would say, probably at least 36 inches. The rear window does slope down, so you have some high space. So you can get some boxes in here. You could easily go shopping at the big box store. You've got a lot of space in the back of this bZ4X. Big question on any all-electric vehicle is, does it have a frunk? What is a frunk? Well, it's a storage area where in a conventional vehicle the engine would be, but there's no engine, just electric motors, so there's a frunk. So let's find out if the bZ4X does have a frunk or not. And no, there is no frunk in this Toyota. Frunks are for Porsches and Volkswagens, and maybe Teslas. So would I buy a Toyota bZ4X? Well, it's a good option if you're looking for an electric vehicle and you like the Toyota brand. I would say yes, think about the bZ4X. So if you're looking for something a little bit more luxurious, then go ahead and look at maybe the Lexus version. I have not been in the Subaru version of this, but there is a Subaru version as well as a Lexus version. Thanks for watching this episode of The Real DC Car Guy as we looked at Toyota's all-electric bZ4X. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Please share the video and subscribe for more auto and truck reviews and stories about the automotive lifestyle right here on The Real DC Car Guy.